Today, I want to walk you through how to use the FamilySearch Catalog. Welcome to episode 11 of the Formidable Genealogist Studio. Now, you may recognize me from shorts, from reels. I typically do one short genealogy tip every day and post it across social media, but I kind of wanted to try something a little different because people say they want to see more demonstrations on exactly how to do something. If I just tell you in a 1 minute video, it's hard to really visualize how to do it, how it works. So I'm going to show you. Alrighty, let us pull this up. All right, so I'm going to share my browser with you here, and we're going to talk about the FamilySearch Catalog. If you are not familiar with how to use the catalog, you'll want to go out to my website and you'll want to get FamilySearch Unlocked Volume 2, which is your complete guide to using the FamilySearch Catalog. It's part of the FamilySearch Unlocked series that I have written. So, FamilySearch Catalog. It is different than just going out here to search or going here to search for an ancestor and just putting in a name, because not all records that FamilySearch has have been indexed by name. Some of them will be in full text search. Some of them will be indexed and they'll pop up here when you search in historical records, which is the same thing as search for an ancestor over here. If you just go to historical records, you can input a name and that's going to show you indexed records only. This is going to show you how to get to those other records that might be image only. They might not be searchable by name at all. You might have to page through them like you're reading a book. So let's go check some of those out. Here is how you get to it. Search, that menu is anywhere on FamilySearch.org. Anybody new to FamilySearch, it's entirely free to use. You just need to create a free username and password. No financial information will ever go into this website. Go to Catalog. And that's going to pull up this option here. Oh, interesting. Beginning 30th of April, you have to sign in to even view the FamilySearch Catalog. So you'll sign in right away. And for the most part, you're going to be using the catalog for locations. Now, not every location that exists in the world is going to have its own page, but I'm going to show you how you can kind of go up and down through the different jurisdictions. So I'm going to start with, let's start with Rice County, Minnesota. So that comes up right here in the dropdown. And places are standardized across FamilySearch. So then I went to Guangzhou, China. I'm back here, Rice County, Minnesota. All right, so I click on that, and it said right there that it was a county starting in 1853. So I am going to pull up the catalog results, and this will include all collections that they have that are specific to Rice County, Minnesota. They have 5 billion images, more than that even, on their site, and a lot of them will be image only, and this is where you get to them. So I want to see if they have any records specific to Northfield, Minnesota. So I click on See Places Within Minnesota, Rice County. And I see that Northfield does have some records specific to the town. So I'm going to look out here and see if there's anything worth looking at here. Court records. Let's see, court proceedings of the Northfield bank robbery in 1876. Let's open that up. It's going to have notes at the top that are going to explain what it is. And it also has a spot where you can see if in WorldCat, other libraries might have it as well. You can see the format, it's in microfilm, but it's been digitized because you look down here, you can see that although the original is on microfilm and held at the Granite Mountain Record Vault in Utah, you can get to the images here. And then this little icon that's got the little star on it shows that these records have been added to full text search. So that will be even easier to use. So we don't have anything image only here. Look down here, see other history information, school yearbooks. Oh, 2002 St. Olaf College reunion. I went to St. Olaf. Um, I graduated in 2001. You can see that that is an offsite storage, and so that one is not available, but it will show you everything that exists, whether it is available or not. I'm going to go back up to the county level. So I can just click right here and go back up to county. You can go up further to Minnesota first, or beyond that too, if you want. I recommend you always start with the county for US locations or the equivalent in another country, because that's going to be the jurisdiction that holds most of the legal records, and it'll typically be the most useful. So I always start with county, and then I go down to a lower jurisdiction like town or township or what have you, or parish. And then if I'm still not finding what I need, I go back up to the larger jurisdiction here, which would be Minnesota. So I'm going to look here too and see if there's anything. Most of this will have been added to full text search if it's available, but I'm going to look and see anything about death records here. So we've got death records, which started much earlier at the county than what is available in the full statewide registration for deaths and any vital records. So you've got your different areas here, your different time periods, different collections. That magnifying glass will take you to the indexed records, and you can search by name. An important thing to note here, though, in the catalog is that something that has the magnifying glass doesn't mean that every single record in there is indexed. Only some of them might be. The whole thing might not be. So try that first. And if you're not finding the record for the person you're looking for, then go to full text search on the far right there and look at that full text option. So that instead of going to regular full text search and searching in there, it's going to search only within that collection with that DGS number, the image group number. If you're still not finding what you need, you can go to the actual images and page through them. For the most part, the records that are in the US that they have images for have been added to full text search. If you know of any that haven't been, let me know in the comments, because most things I'm finding that have this image are in full text search. But I want to show you what you might find if you are looking for something that shows that it is locked. And I'm going to pull up Woodbury County, Iowa, because I know they have some that are locked records. So I'm going to look at Woodbury County, and let's see, I think it was probate records that I had recently found. Let's see if one of those is locked. Yes. So you see the icon down here that's a camera with an exclamation point. That means that these records are available, but they're not in full text search, and they are not searchable by name. And you have to go to a family search center, library, or an affiliate library to view them. And this is not the fault of family search. This is the contract that was made with the record owners when Family Search was allowed to digitize them. A lot of organizations will stipulate that Family Search can digitize them for free. It's free for organizations, but put them online so that only people at an affiliate center or a Family Search library can view them, that they're not free for everybody. So I would not be able to view these online, but I could go to a Family Search affiliate to view them. So to do that, I can just Google Family Search Affiliate Library, and you can go find where they are located. So anytime you find that exclamation point, that's going to be what you have to do in order to view those records. So I encourage you to go out and try the catalog. If you have never really looked out there, it shouldn't be too overwhelming. It's had a major overhaul where it's a lot easier to follow now. Everything is standardized more and more across all of FamilySearch, especially place names. So this will give you an idea of what exists for a location. So you are not just trying to find like court records from 1750 when the location you're looking at doesn't have anything that survived prior to the Civil War. You know, you might find that you're trying to find something way far back and just nothing exists. This will be a great way for you to figure that out. So I'm going to do more of these about how to use FamilySearch with examples for people that might feel a little bit intimidated about it, because there are so many tools on FamilySearch. A lot of them are overlooked, which is why I've put so much time into writing my research guides on how to use FamilySearch. So there's a full series, FamilySearch Unlocked. There's 6 volumes. But I'm also going to just walk through some of the examples too, so that you can get rid of that whole intimidation factor and actually advance your research. Because if you're not using FamilySearch in conjunction with MyHeritage or Ancestry, you're missing so many records.